Gregory, I expected to see you much earlier here in the studio. A difficult tournament for you, but you're finally back to 50%. How does that feel to win a game?
I mean, it feels good to win the first game in the tournament, but obviously yesterday's game was very upsetting. I had a huge advantage against Alex Shabalov and just completely lost the thread of the game and lost the game. Was very upset. So it feels good to get back to winning ways.
How did you come back psychologically from that? What did you do last night?
Nothing special. Basically, just you know, calm down and whatever happens, happens. When you play black against a good player, very rarely you can just like play for a win and win, right? I learned hard way that when I play too aggressively with black pieces, I lose quite often. So today, I didn't have winning aspirations, but got equal position after the opening, and slowly Dmitry was making small mistakes. And
actually, I think Yasuri, if I'm not mistaken, was calling the trend of the game that is going towards a Grandmaster draw after the opening phase. But you took the bull by the horns at some point. Where did you feel like you're gaining the initiative?
It happened slowly. I don't think it was just one move, but I think when Dmitry played b3, I mean, first of all, when his knight got on d1, this was already quite an accomplishment for me. So yeah, when all those moves were played and he played knight d1, that's already a moment when I feel like I already have an advantage. Maybe not a big advantage, but this knight has hard time to come out. Knight on g2 is also not good. And then it's already difficult to play for white. Probably with a very accurate play, he can get out, but bishop d4 was a huge mistake.
So perhaps was bishop f4 the right move instead of knight d1? Just to try to harass the queen? And
but then I could go to h5 and then the pawn on e2 is hanging. So
you still have another square to keep connection with the pawn on e2. Very nice.
Right.
And after knight to a2, queen takes e2, knight takes b4, you also pick up the b2 pawn.
Right. So it's not like knight d1 was a bad move. The point is that after he played knight d1, I already felt good. Maybe
it was a bad symptom of the position.
Right. Maybe he made some mistakes earlier in the game. I'm sure he did, but I don't know exactly when and where. But yeah, and now his pieces are so passive that it's probably already winning position for black.
And you are also putting a lot of pressure on his time. It seems at this point he only had 6 minutes on the clock. Gave you the b3 pawn, had to give you the b3 pawn to get the queen back into the game. Any other critical moments? And maybe we can still keep going. I'm not sure why we went back.
I wanted to ask Gregory if white could have taken this pawn. Was there a chance for him? Or you didn't see
take on b4? Take on b4. Yeah, it was kind of complex. So if white plays queen takes b4, rook b8 doesn't work because white plays knight d4, and queen takes g2, king takes g2, rook takes b4, knight c6, bishop takes c5, knight takes b4, bishop takes b4. White shouldn't have any problems. I don't think black has problems because I can put knight on d5 at some point. Yeah,
should be close to equality.
Yeah, and knight d5, f5, and something like that, and it should be about equal. However, instead of rook b8, I can play bishop takes c5. So knight b5, queen takes b4, bishop takes c5, and that's tricky. So queen, where does the queen go? Queen c4, bishop takes f2 check, winning the queen. So that doesn't work. Queen, okay, let's go. Bishop takes c5, yeah. Queen a4, now I play rook a8 first, forcing queen to b3.
And now rook b8.
And now rook b8. And now knight d4 doesn't work because of bishop d4. So that's the line I calculated, and it looks like it works.
That's your story, and you're sticking with it.
Just wanted to make sure you had calculated it to the very end, Gregory. Keeping you on your toes. Well done.
Nice.
Thank you.
Testing the players, I see.
Right. Your overall, I mean, you've had 7 rounds underneath you. You feel rusty. You feel good. You're happy to be playing chess, Greg?
I'm happy playing chess. I'm not happy that I'm not playing well, especially as well as the last year. So.
Right.
Yeah.
You're defending your title. You're here to defend your title. Sorry.
Yeah, but maybe it's a little bit too late.
Running out of road.
Right, I'm already thinking about next year.
Nice.
Greg, it's always good to see you. Good luck in the remaining 2 rounds.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Cheers.
Wonderful. Man.